Hello, my loves. Okay, Pisces. If you would like a personal reading, make sure to email me, and my email is going to be in the description box. Um, so let's start this reading. I hear that there's going to be so much abundance that comes into your world that you will have enough money to do the things that you've always wanted to. And Spirit is asking you, when is the last time that you took yourself out on a date? Or when is the last time that you treated yourself to something that you truly love? To me, this is like an indication that some of you Pisces, and this won't be for all, um, it's like you need to switch up the energy. Some of you guys can be feeling like stuck or stagnant or in a rut. And the thing is, it's because you are playing it too safe or staying too much into your mind. And it's like changing the environment, like taking yourself out on a date, taking yourself out for coffee or taking yourself out for a walk will be enough just to switch up the momentum of energy. It will speed things up for you. Um, so it's just to remind you. Some of you out here changing your hair, you may start to realize that I hear on the fence. Somebody's on the fence about you. Before I go there, you may start to realize that you want to switch up things with yourself, and it could be like your appearance, your look. Um, you're waiting for something. It's like you're waiting for an offer. You're waiting. Some of you guys, you're waiting for child support. You're waiting to see what happens with your child support. If you tried to, or you filed a dispute, or you filed for a divorce, and you're waiting for it to finalize. There's something that you're waiting for. And I hear tricky, like this situation can be tricky, and you can't really wrap your hands on it. And if you can't, it's like you must leave it alone. It's like surrender it. So in the meantime, find something that gives you joy, or do something that will pampering yourself and revitalizing your energy. Um, you're highly protected. I feel like that's so important for you to know. Sometimes you go through some difficult cycles, or you go through some hard times, and you just wonder what's going to happen. Um, just know that you are protected. And I hear saving more. You're going to find yourself saving more. Some of you guys could be saving up for a home. Another thing too, some of you guys can be winning the lotto. All right. Let's see what else is coming out for you. Trying to figure out if you're on the right path, or if you're doing the right thing. You can, once again, you in your head. Am I on the right path? This can be a spiritual test. It's like a spiritual quest, and it's a spiritual test. Um, and it could be like a test of your fears. It's like addressing the giant in the room, addressing your shadow, addressing those dark fears that keep coming up in front of you. It's like your worries, your concerns. You could be stressed. And it's like spirit wants you to dig in deep. Don't run from the challenges. Don't It's like dig into it, or it's like basically like overpower what's trying to power you. It's like tap into your inner strength and your inner resilience, and jump over the hurdle that's right in front of you, because I feel like that's all there really is. It's like jump over this. It's like this doesn't have whatever this is, it seems like it has power over you. You have a test of power. Maybe spirit is testing your power, like letting you know, if you're a Pisces and you always hear like you're so powerful, or you're so magical, you can manifest anything. I feel like this is what spirit is calling you to do. Like jump over this hurdle. Don't allow the hurdle to block you. They just jump over it. Celebrate it. Celebrate the victory. Act as if you have it already. And I feel like that's all you need to do. Um, you are where you're meant to be. You are exactly where you're meant to be. And it's like, whatever, to me, you could be going through a spiritual test. It's like whatever the spiritual test is, I feel like it's calling on you to don't allow your doubts or fears or people to make you second guess yourself. Don't let people and situations second guess yourself. Like, you can overpower whatever's trying to power you or confuse you or create blockages. Like, you get to control the narrative of your story. That's going to be for some of y'all. And I hear help is on the way. Assistance is on the way. You know, it's almost like your enemies or whatever is happening to you won't get the last laugh. They won't get victory over you. And you feel like you've been trying everything. You've been trying everything, but the one thing you ain't tried yet is to surrender. It's like, surrender it. Claim it. Like, it's yours. And I hear childish. Some of you guys can be going back and forth with an ex. And if some of you may have a child with this ex, but whatever the situation is, it's like somebody who's trying to, is very childish. It's somebody who's very childish, and they're stubborn. They're stuck in their ways and they're stubborn. But they could have also been fun and exciting, and this is what could have kept you tied into it, because they were fun and exciting, but they were prolonging your blessings, whether you realize it or not. It's like you found out so much about them. And I don't know if it's like a standoff. I don't know if the situation was so emotionally draining that this is why you don't have the energy or strength to fight the battle right in front of you. Spirit wants you to be very clear. Like, be very, very clear of your expectations, especially, they say, when you first meet somebody. This could be for you Pisces who are dating. When you first meet somebody, be very clear on your expectations. This could be standing in the way of like your growth in relationships. You're not clear in your expectations or how you expect to be treated. You could be leaving things up to outside forces, and Spirit is like, baby, you better start checking people. You better start, like, use your power, use your free will, and be honest with yourself. Be very, very honest with yourself about what's truly happening in front of you, you know, because somebody's childish, or somebody is playing childish games with you. This is never the way that you expected it to be. You was very, very hopeful on this situation. And you're even questioning yourself on whether you should reach out to them for one last time, just to see if things changed, or if they changed, or if things will be different. And the truth is, this person is literally still the same. It's like they just live in their own world. They can be very emotionally distant at times. They just live in their own world. And sometimes they challenge you on purpose because they can find it to be funny. I don't know if this person is really silly, or they have like a lightheartedness energy to them, because it's almost like you could be really serious or trying to get a better understanding of it. But when it comes to this person, it's like they're in their own little world, like la la land. For some of you, you could be with a Taurus. You know, this time you're expecting that I hear some of you saying, like, I'm not chasing after this person. Maybe you could have been expecting them to come forward, for them to fix things, for them to heal it. And you're going to stand back and wait for them to come forward. But you realize that once you stopped fighting for it, there was nothing left in the situation. So then it makes you sit down and say to yourself, like, damn, I've been fighting for this all by myself. Like, I'm not worth the fight for them to come toward me. And it's not about that. It's just that this person is just in a stage in their life where they're just not that serious, especially when it comes to commitment. If you were looking for somebody who had more of a, I even hear like a hoarse voice. They can have like a raspy voice. But anyway, because like you could be sitting there like, it's your turn. I did all the work. Now it's your turn. And it's like you're waiting for this person to come around, but nobody's there. Like, they're not coming around to you. And honestly, in their background, what I see is somebody who is like, they're out, they're smiling, they're around friends. This could have been a person who put their friends before you, or you could have felt like they put you second. They always had other responsibilities or other things that they put before you, and you were trying to connect with them on a deeper level. But it just, anytime you try to connect on a deeper level with the person, it's like, so this is the heart, right? Let me show you what I see. What can I use, y'all? This can be the heart. You know, you want to get to the person's heart. This is like a completion of a connection. You guys, yes, we made it. It's like every time you would get close to them or close to their heart, they would pick up and run. Or something would happen and things would just fall apart. And it just made you feel defeated. It made you feel like love can't happen for you, or maybe you need to try a different technique with this person. You know, you're terrified of the outcome. And you just never expected it this way, because I just feel like you two had a closer bond than this, you know? So they can have flighty energy. They can have disappearing energy. And if you wanted to know why, it's because, and you like, they appear so sweet and innocent, but inside of them, this like fire. This person can have fire in their chart. They can even be like an Aries or a Sagittarius, but it's the fire in them. Like they can't stay still. A person who can't stay still, yeah. I hear Caught in a Rapture of Love by Anita Baker. You could have fell in love. You could be trying to manifest them. And if this is not you, it could be them. You would know where the energy fits, Pisces. Somebody feels like this is the best that they ever had. So that could have you waiting for them. You feel their energy, or you both feel each other's energy. And somebody, either you or someone else, is waiting for the other person to come back around and invite them into their heart. Somebody's like, man, I want to feel you in my heart. I want to invite you into my heart. Somebody really, really wants this. All right. I hear breakfast in bed. Somebody might cook you breakfast in bed. You could have done this for somebody. It's like special. Somebody finds you really, really special. And that's, you know what it is too? They could be, somebody too is recovering from narcissistic injury. Somebody could have been recovering from narcissistic injury, and this is why they are not so settled in their energy yet. They could be even trying to still find themselves or find a deeper meaning in life. It's like they're placing their values on something other than what you're placing your values on. All right? Oh, God. I hear it again, like winning money. You might win money. You might hit the jackpot. Or if any of you are you're investors, you're going to hit big when it comes to investing. All right? And I don't know why, but Spirit says stop sugarcoating the truth. Like sugarcoating the truth, maybe sugarcoating the truth about what? Maybe you can be sugarcoating the truth of this person. It could be sugarcoating the truth. Maybe you see right through them, but you were just hoping that it would be different. All right? Let me just see something real quick. How do they see you right now? I don't know why I hear animosity and anger could be blocking the connection. How do they see you right now? And I hear connecting with others. Anger and animosity, and somebody could be connecting with others, and that's what's stopping the flow of this connection, leading to like the full manifestation of what you want in love. And Spirit wants you to know, like, nothing's truly guaranteed in this situation, for like you to call it what it is. But I think it's causing you lots of stress and separation, anxiety and worry and fear and doubt. I feel like this situation is truly hurting you. How do they see you? I hear like, I want to move in with you. Somebody could have felt that way. Maybe that's another thing. Maybe they could have been saying like, I want to move in with you. I want to share my life with you. They could have been feeding this connection with you, and then all of a sudden they started to fade out. Like they do a disappearing act. Somebody who comes in and gives you a little bit and then they disappear. But it's because they truly don't know what they want. They do not know what they want. Let me see. How do they currently see you? As walking away. You could have walked away from this person. How else do they see you? Yeah. You could have freed yourself from them. But even though you freed yourself from them, I don't know if you were still waiting to see if they would come back. You know, you could have been getting into your single energy. You could have been enjoying the single life. You could have been out with friends, and all of a sudden, like, this heartbreak could have hit you out of nowhere. Like, you know, like I thought that maybe if I detach and and start to work on myself and not really pay attention to them, it would bring them back around. But it didn't bring them back around yet, you know? And I hear like challenges is like outside forces. It's like things that are out of your control that are the breakdown of this relationship. And for some of you, spirits say you might not realize it now, and it might have been really close to the manifestation of what you want, but there could be something way better out there for you, or the timing is just not right. It's like somebody's puzzled, like how can something that is so good end up so bad, you know? And if any of you guys were like scared that anything, yeah, Spirit wants you to believe in the impossible. This is what I'm trying to say. Like fears, doubts, unnecessary worry. You know, they want you to believe, like strengthen your belief system, strengthen your faith. It could be a test of your faith, or once again, by the way, I hear calling you back in. This person may have, they realized that they made you unhappy. And it could have been some resentment in there, because I hear like evening the score. When the person comes back around, you may want to even the score. Or there might be some like bitterness and resentment for how things played out, but they may try to call you back in. You know, they may try to win your heart over after putting you through all of this. All right. But Spirit wants you to know you and your loved ones are safe. You are protected. You are safe. I hear squaring away debt. I don't know if you were afraid of like money issues. My bottle just popped. This confirmation for many of you. I don't know if you were afraid, like you had fears and doubts around money or how things will turn out for you. And this is why Spirit needs you to believe. This could be a spiritual test of faith. And I don't know why I hear anger and resentment. Some of you guys have to heal, like it could have been blockages. You could have had old wounds of triggers of resentment and anger towards someone else, but there's something in this mix that kind of like got you to, you know, some of you guys feel cheated, like you feel like you could have wasted your time with them. I even hear spring baby. This person could have been born in the spring. But if you bought them something, they wear it. If you bought them something fancy, they still wear it. Hold up. Some of you guys could have put yourself in debt or put yourself in jeopardy for this person. And it's almost like you feel like they were unappreciative, or they didn't notice you, or they didn't call you back, or they didn't invite you. Like the things you would do for them, they wouldn't do for you. And that could have hurt you. But it's just like this person was just in their own world, or not emotionally mature enough. I don't know, because I hear distance. Distance is the breakdown of this situation. Let me see something real quick before I... just know that there's regret. Like somebody regrets even treating you this way, or they didn't even realize it. Because this, let me tell y'all, I'm really, really big on energy, and I can sense a jerk. I can sense a jerk energetically. This person does not seem like a bad person. I think what's happening is like they're a free spirit. They just go where the wind takes them. And sometimes they don't recognize how that can affect other people, you know? Or they may put their happiness before everybody else's, and it may come off as selfish. But I don't think this person is not really like a jerk. Like their spirit feels healthy. I'll tell you, it's like, once again, like narcissistic abuse. They could have been recovering from narcissistic abuse, and they just wanted their freedom or just enjoying life, because they could have been tied to something that almost ruined them, and they're just trying to find the flow of their life, or trying to get their life back, or trying to get a handle over their emotions, and they kind of reject emotional situations, and they're trying to figure out their own selves. It's something really like that. This person is not a horrible person. I can feel energy, baby. Don't come for me, all right? Don't come for me, Pisces. Like, no, not this person, baby. Not this reading. I can sense a jerk. This person is a healthy human that is just going through the changes and flowing with life. See, who's coming towards you, Pisces? See, somebody that's not going to want to give up. Somebody who's going to come with courage. Somebody who's going to come with courage. They're not going to back down. That's who's going to come your way. All right? So I'm going to go on to the extent with this energy, my loves. I send you so much love and light.